Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen, everyone? Can you hear me? Can anyone confirm?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. We can see.
fine, Andy, fine. So in the last session, we discussed about DevOps introduction, right? What is DevOps? So what is automation, right? What is build and release process? How can we deploy the code which developed by developers, right? So what is artifact? How the Maven will generate artifact? Okay. So these are all we discussed, right? Yeah, today we are going to discuss about, we are going to start first tool, which is a very important tool. So Git and GitHub. Okay. So Git and GitHub both are completely developer tools. Those are all, those tools are not DevOps engineer tools. Okay. So both are developer tools. As a DevOps engineer, we need to understand the process, right? So we don't need to worry about the coding part. We don't need to involve into the coding part, but we need to understand the process and we need to guide them. We need to guide the developers. So developers always do the mistakes, right? So we need to guide them and we need to give the KT. So when any developer join into the project, right? Yeah, fine. So what is Git? How can we install configure Git? How can we set up the Git? Right. So what is the process we follow? Git workflow. Let's try to understand here. So Git is what is Git and anyone? Yesterday we discussed. What is Git, anyone? Git is a
Repository tool.
repository tool
Version
or
control.
control tool, right? What is repository? Where we store our source code, right? Where we store our data is nothing but repository. Version control is nothing but it track the changes over time, right? Right. Now let's move on. Look at here. So what is Git? Git is a repository or version control tool. Git is used for source code management. It is a free and open source version control system used to handle small to very large projects efficiently. Git is used to tracking changes in the source code, enabling multiple developers to work together. Right. Next one, what is repository? So repository, repos can contain folders, files, images, videos, spreadsheets, data sets, anything your project needs. Next one, version control. Track the changes over time. Recall previous versions. Source control is a subset of version control system, VCS. Now look at here, everyone. So here, Git kernel developed by Linus Torvalds and so Linux kernel developed by same person, Linus Torvalds, same person developed this Git kernel also. It's a replacement for Git Bitkeeper to manage Linux kernel changes. A command line version control program uses checksums to ensure data integrity, distributed version control, cross-platform supports, open source, and free. Okay. Now look at here. Popularity. So 2009 to 2013. So this Git version control, which is a subversion. So Git is having Git is a very popular tool, but Git is having some competitors, right? Git is having competitors. One of the competitors is subversion, right? Subversion is yeah, it was very popular in 90s and after 2000 also. So after 2000, okay. So 2009 to 2013, the popularity of Subversion is so 57% to like this. Okay. So because by the time Git was launched, yeah, in 2009, Git was launched. By the time 2.4% only. But by the time most of the project teams, they used to use Subversion. Okay. So Subversion is one of the popular repository tool. So currently we are not using Subversion because Subversion is having drawbacks. What are the drawbacks? I explain. Okay. Yeah. So currently Git is very popular. Okay. So now look at here. So most of the languages supported by Git. Most popular language used with Git. So these are all the languages supported by Git. And not only this, so many languages. Okay. Now look at here. So distributed version control, right? So here, two types of repositories, two repositories. Traditional one, distributed. So traditional one is the Subversion. Distributed is the Git. So in the traditional one, only one repo is available, which is attached to the server. But whereas distributed, so every client is having repository. So Subversion is having only one repo, which is attached to the server. But in Git, we have multiple repositories we can attach to the multiple means every workstation is having repository. We can attach to the workstation, right? Which is client. Yeah, look at here. So how to install? How can we get this Git, right? How can we download the Git? How can we install the Git? Let's try to understand. Yeah, Git we can install in our local system, I think. Okay. It is a small exe file. We can download and we can install in our local laptop, right? So Jenkins onwards, we use the cloud servers only, right? Now, how can we download and configure Git? Let's try to understand. So now here, download Git for Windows. Download Git for Windows is the URL. Look at here, everyone. So here we have first URL, which is git-scm.com. Git-scm.com is the URL. So SCM is source code management. So first URL, click on first URL. Now look at here. So standalone installer, portable installer. Standalone, portable. Look at here. So we can use the standalone only. Don't use the portable. So first one, look at here. In the standalone, Git for Windows 64 setup. Git for Windows ARM 64 setup. So Git for Windows 64 setup, always we use. This is for machine learning and ARM is for machine learning. Okay. So you can use the first version only, first to package. Okay. Standalone installer, Git for Windows 64 setup. This we can download. So click on this. Now the Git is downloading here. Look at here. Git is downloaded. Git is downloaded. Once we download the Git, double click on this exe file. Now click on yes. So click on install. Click on install. Once we install, once it is installed, it'll ask you to finish, right? We can finish that. So I already installed. That is why I'm canceling this. Canceling this. Okay. Yeah. Once you install Git, so go to your desktop, right click here, click on show more options. Now look at here. Git GUI here, open Git GUI here, open Git bash here. Two options are available. Look at here. Once Git is installed successfully, we can get these two options. Open Git GUI here, open Git bash here. These two options will get. Okay. So now click on open Git bash here. Always use the bash, which is command line. So here, open Git GUI, we don't use in real-time projects. So GUI is not secure. Bash is the CLI. CLI is very secure. Okay.